I don't think they
that's
created it. I think that was a compromise.
I think you're absolutely right, and I try to be realist and right down the middle. But if it was, and you tell me if it just you had the quota where you were trying to do one, nobody was getting hired, so now like you taking your lead with that maybe the coaches association come back and says, well then now you need to interview two because no one's still getting hired. So you're going to have a bigger pool of minorities to pull from. So, now in this case, now you're with 8 teams, you're at least getting, I guess, would it be a total of 16? Does it have to be separate or whatnot? But you got a lot of different coaches that you're bringing in. What makes them think just because you couldn't get the best of the best with one minority come in, now they're forcing you to interview two?
Well, again, I don't think they came from the coaches. I still think the coaches were probably like, hey, we're still not getting a shot out here. And the NFL and the owners are secretly like, hey, we already know who we want to hire anyway, but we can get these coaches off our back if we just say, all right, how about we interview two of you? Will that make you feel better? And the coaches are like, no, but if that's all we're going to get, then I guess we'll take it. And then the Rooney Rule changes to 2. And then things like this still happen because clearly, like you said, I agree, the Rooney Rule doesn't work. But I legitimately don't believe that as far as the NFL is concerned, the NFL owners and the NFL side, not the coaches and the players, I legitimately believe that the Rooney Rule was never intended to work. It was intended to take the pressure off of them and make everybody feel better, but it was never actually intended to fix the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll watch the reports and have it on. I think I felt like I was going to have to do a small little short on that, just to put up on our YouTube page, and maybe I'll have to hit it after I think about it a little bit more. Hear some more on it where I can dive into it, a little bit.
I'll cut this segment up too and put it up separately
on a short little thing, because this will be interesting if it comes out and he starts pointing fingers and blaming. Man, good Lord, right before the Super Bowl, this will be, this is big news. So you heard us talking about it here first on Teague's Take. We'll continue to monitor.
Before you give the outro, I do want to say, I think that it's a big deal, but I think in 3 months it won't be a big deal. Here's why.
Okay.
The NFL just recently stopped lowering the bar for black players on concussion tests. Nobody's talking about that.
What? Oh, so you said stop lowering.
Yeah, so there was a practice that they were doing called like race normalizing or something. And when you got concussions,
level was supposed to be lower anyway or whatever.
Yes. And the NFL like just months ago was like, oh, we probably should stop doing that. But like it was a story for like 4 days. So that's what I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, Brian Flores not getting a job and cognitive bias on whether a player has a concussion or not based on whether he's black is one of those is way more important than the other one. And the other one was swept under the rug and nobody cares. That's what I'm like, I don't think this Brian Flores thing is actually going to matter like at all.
No, but he's going to get a big, if there's any truth to this, he's going to, not that that's the whole reason, he's going to walk away with a whole lot of money from something because they're going to have to.
For his sake, I hope so.